Hands-on dad to a game-changing daughter. Prince William's bond with his daughter Charlotte sets the tone for a next generation of royal reign. Princess Charlotte has been breaking ground since she was born. Her parents announced her birth on their Twitter account, which was only a few months old at the time. Posted on May 2, 2015, the tweet read, "Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge was safely delivered of a daughter at 8:34 a.m. Before this, royal baby announcements were made by posting a traditional easel with the news outside of Buckingham Palace. Prince William didn't spend much time talking to the press after Charlotte was born, but it was clear that he was embracing his new role. When reporters spotted him outside St Mary's Hospital and asked how he felt about the new addition to the family, The Guardian reported that William said he was, quote, "very happy." Though William was happy to welcome his daughter, the responsibility of being a dad of two is a weight he felt in the months leading up to her birth. People magazine reported that a few weeks before Princess Charlotte's arrival, he told a crowd during a walkabout that, "They say that number one is a life changer and that number two is a game changer." As the only daughter of the heir to the British throne, Princess Charlotte has drawn many comparisons to her grandmother, Princess Diana, over the years. William's famous mother, who was born Diana Frances Spencer, died nearly 20 years before Charlotte was born. For William and his brother Harry, losing their mother as an adolescent is something that has profoundly impacted how they operate in the world. Newsweek printed that said in the 2017 documentary Mind Over Marathon that, "I still feel, 20 years later about my mother, I still have shock within me." One of the most touching ways Prince William has honoured Diana's memory is by naming his daughter after her, his beloved mother. The princess's full name is Charlotte Elizabeth Diana.
When you have children, it really does put your own emotions and your own life into perspective.
Princess Charlotte and Prince George gave their dad a bit of a headache when they were younger. While we're sure that Prince William loved becoming a father of two, having two young children at home posed a challenge, especially once both kids were old enough to cause some trouble. In an appearance at the Welsh Rugby Charitable Trust in 2016, as reported by ABC, William said, "No broken bones yet, but they're trying, running around, pushing things, jumping. Please tell me it gets easier." William may have been exaggerating a bit, at least on the part of Charlotte, who was just 10 months old at the time, not old enough to be running around and jumping. George, however, was just a few months shy of 3. As serene as Princess Charlotte may have been as an infant, her sassy personality didn't take long to assert itself. Prince William told Sky News of his 2-month-old daughter, "She's been a little joy of heaven." By the time she was 3, though, Prince William revealed that his daughter had developed a bit of a naughty side. As reported by Red in the 2020 ITV documentary Prince William, A Planet for Us All, he is seen speaking to a little girl in Kenya and says, "They're about as cheeky as each other. They're very cheeky." William didn't seem bothered by his daughter's mischief-seeking ways at the time, although that may change as she grows older, considering that the heir to the throne once foresaw more trouble in his daughter's future. Hello reported he admitted during a 2017 appearance at a hospital that he said, "I think she's going to be trouble when she's older. All fathers say that." Historically, raising young royals has largely been left to nannies. Princess Diana broke the mold with her hands-on parenting approach, wanting Prince William and Prince Harry to have as normal of a life as possible. It's a modern tradition that William has continued with his own children, something that defies both royal and patriarchal stereotypes. Upon becoming a father, he was the one who changed Prince George's first diaper. He told CNN, "I had every midwife staring at me." While the Prince and Princess of Wales do have a nanny to help out, they take on quite a lot of child-rearing responsibilities themselves. A source told People magazine of visiting the family that, "You'd think that Catherine and William would have an army of staff to help them out, but it really was just them and the children." As an insider explained to the Daily Mail, Prince William is committed to being a better father to Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis than King Charles was to him. They said, he feels Prince Charles's unquestionable work ethic had a direct impact on his upbringing, especially after the death of his mother. Far too often, his father chose his duties over being a dad. William even does Charlotte's hair, although he's admitted this is a bit of a challenge and that he's turned to YouTube for help. People magazine reported he said, "I can do Charlotte's ponytail, but that's about it as I don't have enough hair to practice on." Princess Charlotte is a bit of a firecracker, and it's a trait that she gets from her dad. While she's typically very well behaved in public, she's also let loose a time or two. In 2019, the 4-year-old princess stuck her tongue out while in the audience of a sailing race. It's a move that mirrored one her father's brother Harry made at the same age, sticking his tongue out at the press. It's not the only time Charlotte's inherited sassiness has come through. At Prince Louis's christening in 2018, My London reported that Charlotte cheekily told reporters, "You're not invited." We can't blame Prince William or Princess Charlotte for being frustrated with being in the public eye, especially at such a young age. Considering that William is now the picture of decorum though, and Charlotte is a bit older, we aren't likely to see too many more breaches of royal conduct. Charlotte has even been seen keeping her brothers in line during royal engagements. While it's hard to truly know the inner workings of any relationship, a body language expert evaluated Prince William's interactions with Princess Charlotte in a video and determined that his affection for his daughter is genuine. In fact, Express revealed that William's pride for his little girl is evident even when he's not singing her praises, saying, "William's body language as he talks about his daughter is bashful, self-effacing, playful and, of course, besotted." The royal gossip mill loves to speculate about any hint of scandal. While the allegations are often cruel, this sort of vicious theorising has thankfully missed Princess Charlotte so far. Then again, even the nastiest of loose tongues would have a hard time trying to convince people that Charlotte is anyone's daughter but William's, considering just how much the two look alike. A fan tweeted, "It's eerie how much Princess Charlotte looks like Prince William." The resemblance is striking and has startled even Prince William, who was once presented with a photo of himself as a young boy that he initially thought was his daughter. The photo was part of a cupcake display that featured photos of him and Catherine Middleton at various ages. As told by People magazine, Prince William asked, "Is that me? Because that looks just like Charlotte. That is incredible." Prince William and Princess Charlotte are so sweet together. This hasn't failed to enamour fans and royal watchers. They frequently take to social media to comment on how obvious it is that William dotes on his only daughter. One Twitter user noted, "I did notice that Charlotte is very fond of William and vice versa." Another fan posted a collage of photos of the father and daughter over the years, captioning it, "I love that we get to see the father and daughter relationship of Prince William and Princess Charlotte. William is so sweet with his children, and he's not afraid to show that side of himself to the public." While it's unlikely that we will ever hear the Prince of Wales admitting to having a favourite child, we know that he's not afraid to take sides in an argument when his kids bicker. Back in 2019, Prince William was honouring that year's recipients of the Diana Award at Kensington Palace. The charity was named after William's mother, Princess Diana, and its goal is to empower young people to lead that change through a range of initiatives which unlock their potential, inspire action and create opportunities, ensuring that no young person is left out or left behind. While speaking with Olivia Hancock, a teenage soccer player who was being celebrated for her efforts to combat gender inequality in the sport, William revealed that Princess Charlotte and Prince George are also fans of the sport, and that George, then 6, would boast about being better than Charlotte, then 4, during their family matches. Hancock told Hello that William wouldn't let this fly, telling his oldest child, "George, Charlotte could be as good as you." The British royal family has traditionally been quite stoic and not talked much about their feelings, especially in public. That's something that the younger generations are moving away from.
You have to prioritise your mental health.
Prince William is determined that his kids will be comfortable talking about whatever they are going through. He told Calm Zine in 2017, "Catherine and I are clear that we want both George and Charlotte to grow up feeling able to talk about their emotions and feelings. Emotional intelligence is key for us all to deal with the complexities of life and relationships." The Prince of Wales has become increasingly open about his mental health as he's grown older. He talks about everything from the pain of his mother's death to his grief at seeing a little boy badly injured during his time as an air ambulance helicopter pilot.
When you see so much death and so much bereavement, it does impact how you see the world.
Thankfully, it seems Charlotte, as well as George and Louis, will get any mental and emotional support they need as they grow up, with parents who are committed to being more open.